Bitcoin is equal to 240,000 US dollars in 2025. The halving is coming. Are you ready? Hello everyone, my name is Brian Yang. We are specializing in selling mining machines. I am happy to talk to you today, but investment is risky and the market is uncertain. The content of this video only represents my advice and cannot be used as investment advice. The Bitcoin halving will trigger a new market trend, although it is not certain that it will be the same every time. But in the past few waves of market conditions, this has indeed always been the case. Hello everyone, my name is Brian Yang. I believe my channel many of my friends have only joined the currency circle in recent years. Therefore, many people may not have experienced the Bitcoin halving market. We all know that Bitcoin will halve this year. So how should we respond before the halving? As we all know, Bitcoin halving occurs every 4 years, and the specific time is uncertain. Let's review the entire market in the past few years. The first halving occurred in November 2012. A year later, it rose from the original $12 to $1,242, with the highest increase reaching 104 times. The second halving occurred in July 2016, and the price increased from the $609 to $1,800 in 1.5 years, up to 30 times. The third halving occurred in May 2020, and the price increased in 1.5 years. The time has risen from the $8,086 US to the last bull market point out around the 69,000. Accumulated from the halving, the highest increase has reached 8.5 times. We can see that these rounds have one thing in common. First, every halving seems to have the lowest point, and it all occurred 1.5 years before and the halving. The second is the high point after the halving, which occurred in the period of 1 to 1.5 years. The third is that before the halving, there are opportunities for a second explore the bottom price dips, or even multiple dips. The fourth is that before the halving, basically there will be a calf market. Fifth, once the halving begins, there will be no second chance to bottom out. In other words, after every halving, the trend of Bitcoin continues to rise. Based on experience in the past, there will be relatively high probability of reaching a new high. The current supply of Bitcoin is approximately 1.8% per year. Imagine that by April 2024, there will be a fourth halving, and the supply of Bitcoin will suddenly drop to 0.9% per year. Annual gold mining volumes have stabilized at 1.5 to 2% per year. Why keep saying that Bitcoin is a scarcer asset than gold? It all comes down to supply and demand. When new supply is cut in half, it creates a supply shock that upends the existing supply-demand price balance appropriately. 900 Bitcoins are now released every day, and the price of Bitcoin is approximately $30,000 US. This means that 27 million US dollars of Bitcoin are created and sent to Bitcoin miners every day, plus up to $900 million in new Bitcoins are created every month, which means the average monthly demand for inflows into Bitcoin must also reach $900 million. If it falls below this level, the price will fall. Above this level, price will rise. This is why every halving is so exciting for the cryptocurrency community. Let's assume that the price of Bitcoin remains at $1,000 US per coin before the next halving in the late April 2024. When the halving occurs at block 840,000, suddenly only half of this supply will be created and flow into the market, with only $450 million in Bitcoin being created each month and demand reaching $900 million. There is a predictable supply shortage. This feeling of supply shortage will start in April 2024. We all know that the only way for the free market to solve the imbalance between supply and demand is to increase prices. This supply shortage will accumulate day after day, and buyers will naturally bid higher to find sellers willing to sell. 99% of people don't know what's going to happen next year. In this case, they have never ever heard of this the Bitcoin halving. In fact, the fact that you are watching this video means that you are one of the 1%. This is a so-called information asymmetry. So when you see this, don't be stingy with your little hands. Use likes and flows to support us in continuing to study more knowledge and analysis of the currencies ago. Why does halving cause prices to rise? So in this bull market, which is from 2024 to 2025, how will Bitcoin rise the price? Fluctuation of Bitcoin and the news will cause everyone to often make mistakes in their price predictions of Bitcoin. Of course, myself included, but we can still make a prediction about its price. After experiencing the last bull market, I found that it did not reach a price peak like the previous bull markets. Why? The first is that more and more brothers are overconfident. The price is going to rise anyway, so why don't I just do the contract and double the price? Stop your hands and stop speculating. Highly leveraged long positions have successfully suppressed price increases. The second is that China's Bitcoin mining ban in 2021 triggered a large-scale panic in the market. In order to transfer mining sites, miners had to frantically sell their bitcoins to raise funds. The third is that the Federal Reserve will start to raise interest rates in the first quarter of 2021. Without these things, I believe the price of Bitcoin will definitely reach higher. All in all, Bitcoin will